I'm here today with Elena Leming, Vice President of Personal Lines and Sales for Insurance House, a leading regional MGA in Atlanta, Georgia. Elena, thank you for spending time with us today to discuss Cogitate's DigitalEdge innovative technology platform. Elena, you've seen a lot of change in the industry over the course of your career. And now more than ever, there's a lot of promise to reimagine, realign, and transform the user experience throughout every part of the value chain when it comes to obtaining a quote all the way through to policy issuance. Can you tell us about Cogitate's DigitalEdge platform, a little bit about how it's transformed the policyholder and the retail agent's user experience from rating all the way through to policy issuance?
Sure. It's so much easier for the agent and policyholder now. Through the use of this platform, we have been able to integrate with third-party vendors. Through the API process, they are able to send information directly into our platform, thereby avoiding having to ask the policyholder for information that he may or may not know. So our system immediately has information just by the use of the address. We have all the information to be able to rate and underwrite a risk. The agent is then able to send that indication or quote through email or text to that insured. The insured can review the quote and send immediately to the agent whether he wants to proceed or not. So the agent, through that platform, can literally complete a quote, complete the application with very little interaction with that policyholder other than simple questions. He can then actually send to bind the risk to underwriting. The key that we love about this product is that it's not only the rate bind functionality, but the after sales process as well. He can quote, he can bind, he can endorse, he can request cancellation, he can reinstate, he can rewrite. Anything that he wants to do with the product, he can do through this platform now, which is really an enormous change from what we had before.
Wow, that's great. That's absolutely great efficiency and great easy doing business and a great experience for the user all the way through from end to end. So can you give us a little bit of insight into the user configuration tools that help you manage the product? I understand that's also a pretty significant part of the features and functionality of the platform, along with the built-in business analytics that come with it to let you know also how the product's performing. So can you talk a little bit about your role in that process versus having to go to IT to get your rates changed and your rules maybe changed or forms changed?
Absolutely. I think that's the best part from my perspective of the product, because that's what I'm involved with a lot. The product is designed to be table driven, so all of the rates and all of the driving factors for rating are table driven. So anything that I would like to change, I can just go into a rater configuration tool and change whatever factors I need to change. The beauty of that is that that particular configuration tool also comes with a book analysis tool. That book analysis tool allows me to run my new rates through this analysis tool that gives me what my current book results are, any pending rate changes that maybe that current book had not been through yet, and the new rate book changes that I'm trying to implement, so that I can see the impact of whatever changes I'm about to make to the book. I can then change if the impact is too great or not good enough, or where the impact is, if it's protection class 9 or 10 or not enough, so that I can truly look at where my problems are and make the necessary changes immediately. I don't have to wait for anything or any IT to run a report for me. So this has helped me tremendously in speed to market. So I see a problem or I see an area that I need to change, I can do these changes myself, run the report myself, make the change myself, and implement the change myself without really and truly having to wait for any IT department to make the table entries or the changes in programming. And that really has helped me maintain a good loss result for our binding market, as well as maintain that contract with the binding market. So without a doubt, that configuration tool has been a life changer for me.
Wow, that's fantastic. Very modern, very futuristic. And so, Elena, thank you for your time today. We really appreciate the feedback about the Digital Edge platform by Cogitate. So I have one final question for you. Relative to the rest of your carriers, in how you work with their systems, how would you rate the Digital Edge platform on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest?
Okay, so from my perspective, I don't think any vendor or any company really is a 10, right? So that's just me. So I would rate Cogitate a 9. And I would definitely say one thing about Cogitate. Whatever is wrong or needs fixing with it, Cogitate, the speed of response that Cogitate gives me is second to none. So if there is a problem with the product, if there is an issue that I have with the product, the response time and the energy that they spend in fixing that product is truly exceptional. So where I can't give them a 10, I truly give them a 10 in response time.
That's excellent. Thank you for your time, Elena.
You're very welcome.